Howdy hey, howdy ho, fans of the beard. We are back with some more WarTales. We're trying to figure out what to do with this Abbey. So we've got the Abbot that we can execute and kill all of these plague-ridden people, which he says, some other people say, aren't the cause of it. And we could persuade this guy not to kill the plague-ridden people and that they're fine. They're not gonna be dead. So we can use up some of our influence for that, which we don't have enough right now. Or we can attack him. And so if we attack him, we get a little bit of gold and we get progress on our quest. I keep pointing up here because it's normally up here, but it's not. Oh no, it's over here. They might have changed that from the early access. I don't know. But anyway, it's here. So we can get some more of our main quest progress. Here we don't get any main quest progress, so I can only assume that there's more to it if we choose that option. But if we choose to execute this guy, we get 200 bucks and the same main quest progress. So, you know, I think that we're going to try and be nice, and we're going to use our influence to convince these guys not to attack or kill not to kill the plague-ridden folks. So if we come over here and we attack this flooded mine, that's a yellow. Oh, let's go see what's going on over here. That's a yellow area with a skull. Oh, there's a bandit camp, but we got some leather and wood. So let's go over here. Let's see what's the deal with this flooded mine here. So we would fight 5 guys, 3 hoodlums, and 2 poachers. I think we'll be okay. We've got 5 guys. They've got 5 guys. We're a man-to-man defense here. So let's see what all we've got. Oh, okay. We've got an interesting kind of conundrum here. We've got 3 of the dudes over here. 2 of the dudes over here. I wonder if we put all of our folks into one basket, so to speak. We can have him come over here, and he can give the old bad touch to one of these poachers over here. And we can go 3 to 3 man up on these guys, or even 4. We can go here with him, and then these guys, as they come over here, they'll hit him. Yeah, let's do that. So this guy's going first. We are going to have good old Flem. He's going to walk on up here, and he's going to give this man the old tag. So this hoodlum has to hit good old Flem here. And then this little hoodlum's next, so we'll move him next. And he is gonna... he can't make it all the way to this poacher. So we'll go here. Give this guy the old stab. That was a good crit. That was really impactful. That's something I always look for in especially indie video games, and really in all games, but like how impactful does do things really feel? Does it feel like you're actually hitting someone, or does it just kind of like feel like you're kind of, just playing a video game? Something to note, ooh, that's a good crit. something to note in some maps. Caves, you'll typically see like rock slides, and they'll just kill any unit that they hit. So if any unit ends its turn there or is in this circle when the rock slide goes, they just straight up die. There are rainstorms and like thunderstorms that can and will happen, and they'll do some damage. I don't think that they'll kill anyone. Man, those crits feel really good. We'll go ahead and move him there. Just give old Rayos a little stabby McStabberston. We're just gonna move up. Okay, let's see who's going first. Okay, so this guy's going first next turn. So we're gonna come up. We're gonna see if we can't kill this guy on a turn somewhere, and that will free him up to tag him or move back or something. Because this guy's is gonna go. I wonder if this will actually tag someone. Oh, well, it won't. Tag anyone because we don't have enough to do it, nor can we do it to him if we kill him because he's not at 50% health. So can't do it. It is impossible. But archers, of course, are really bad at melee. So, oh, this guy's coming next. So he should hit him, and then I know it's kind of the wrong guy that hit him. Maybe we should have shot him and then moved him over here. I think that would probably have been the better move. But he still is hitting him, and the rock slide is going to kill him. I think they're overlapping, so it should. But you never know, right? All right, let's hit him from the back. On out of the way over here. And this guy is going to... They're both bowmen, so it really doesn't matter which one I kill because they're not going to be doing hardly any damage as is. I should have done him first so that he can get the kill and get that bonus. He might come around and he might hit Flim in the back, which would not be pleasant. But we've got Rayos in front. Oh, he's not going to hit Flim in the back. He's just going to let himself get killed by the rock slide. You see, they really need to fix that. If they're going to have a circle, they need to have any part of the circle that overlaps with any part of the square be damaged. Okay. So we definitely need to kill this guy here. And this guy's going first. So let's go ahead and he's going to stab him first. Oh, nice. Got that crit. No. Because I want your gear. I'm not sure that I'll get your gear if I don't give you the old slaughter. Now, some of the axes, at least in the early access, some of the axes would actually pull them off of the other person and cause them to fight you. But that isn't happening in this, at least for this axe. So, great, I guess. We are losing that bonus one no matter what, so I figure we might as well use it. And this guy can hit this. Oh, what up? 100%. Getting that Q. So this Valor point is going away anyway, so we might as well use it. We have an Outlaw Tabard. That's light armor. +2 movement, which is pretty nice, and plus crit hit. So we can probably give that to one of our little brawlers. Not brawlers, rangers. Good heavens. You have just completed the mission Free Flooded Mine. Report to an emissary to claim your reward. Oh, and we can get some iron. Okay, so iron will give us give somebody some strength if they're a miner, I believe. So we're gonna have him be our miner. Oh, Constitution, perfect. And let's look at this ranger here and see what he has. Oh, he just has the five armor. So we're gonna go ahead and give him the. Oh, he can't equip light armor. Is it because? Yeah, we haven't specialized yet, so he's stuck at medium armor, I guess, or basic armor, maybe. Okay, fair enough. Rayos, you are also stuck not being able to get to wear this heavy armor. So, we're stuck there, but we are going to get this iron done with our warrior here. So, we click the little circle when the other little circle enters the other little circle. When it's green, that's good. See, and that's part of the problem that I was having in early access too, is that I would get little tiny lag spikes often on these little circles, so that I would miss like the last one. I didn't that time, and so I was like perfectly on it each time there, which is pretty sweet. Oh, here we go. Nice. Crit hit, armor, and movement. That's an extra percentage of crit hit above that one. Oh, and some extra armor. And there's a leather collar. Damage is increased by 5% if not next to an ally in combat. If it is on an animal, it's an animal accessory, which is pretty cool. We can give somebody adjustable straps for their belt accessory, and it gives them an extra movement, which is pretty sweet. Nothing wrong with an extra movement. So you always want to hover your mouse around. I haven't found another good like key or anything that just highlights all of the stuff that you can click. And I think that's on purpose. I think they want you to like move your mouse around and explore the area. So always do that when you're in one of those areas. Oh, we need a camp. So let's do that. Let's see if we need to camp anything here. If we need to make anything at camp. We have a lot of iron with which to make random stuff. We can make a cooking pot, which I think is going to be important. Making a tent is very nice. Oh, we can make a tent if we make some more rope. So we're going to do that because the tent is really good. Hitching post will be nice. Gives somebody some extra carrying, gives people extra carrying capacity. We don't have the salt. The chest I don't particularly care about. We're probably going to make one just because, but we don't need to do that right now. So we're going to make the tent because that is a big deal, because that will give us valor points for each person staying in a tent. And we can still make the cooking pot. Great. That will be awesome. So we don't have quite enough people to stash people at each and every one of the various implements. And it's kind of nice because we can like place this stuff around in whatever way we want, and the camp layout will stay the same in each new place. The surrounding area will change a little bit. So, like this rock cleft may be different each time, but it will generally, but it will be the exact same setup. So we've got a new profession, some new recipes, and we of course will need to make somebody a cook. So let's see, what exactly does the cook do for us again? Constitution +2 versus the minor of Constitution +1. Let's see. We don't really have a good person to be a cook right now. You don't really need Constitution as an archer. And as a minor, you only get +1 Constitution. You get +2 Constitution as a cook. So I'd really like to switch out Roeos, but he has got some decent experience in mining already, and it's hard to get profession experience. So we're just gonna make him. We're just gonna make him, her, I think. We're gonna make her the cook. Having people next to each other that like each other matters a bunch. As time goes on, they will get better relationships with each other or worse relationships with each other, and that will matter over time. We want 15 happiness for sure, so we definitely want to keep people around the campfire. Let's see if we can't make something for food. We can't. We don't have any wheat or salt, of course. I knew it. Don't tell anyone. So if we put Magwill back around the campfire, we would go to 13 happiness, whereas if we don't, we're at 12 happiness, and we just have them go up to 15 in the end, or at the end of next rest. Yeah, I think that's fine, because this way we don't have to have quite as much food. So we only need 19, whereas we would need 21, because she's cooking stuff for us. So let's get rid of the biggest stuff first, because it's a lot easier to fill in the nooks and crannies with little tiny stuff. But bread doesn't weigh very much, so bread is nice to have around. Let's put in one of these pikes here. Danger level's none, and we don't have to pay any wages. So let's go ahead and rest. Alcohol will give us bonus happiness, as well as other potential stuff. Will give us bonus happiness as we rest, but we don't have any of that right now, so we shall just move right along. We've got a fishing spot here, so we might as well. If we need another fishing hook, we can go into camp without having to without having to rest. So that's nice if you need to do it. Where's my? There it is. So see, this is part of that nice deal, in that when you get to the next level of your profession, you can start doing all this extra stuff. So now that we're an apprentice, we can fish in fishing huts, and we can craft sturdy fish hooks, and in addition to having 1 willpower, we also get a 2% hit to crit hit, which is nice. I almost wish that we would have had that for one of our rangers, but we're here now. You can't switch professions at any time, but I think that they lose the experience. I'm not 100% positive. Don't quote me on that. But I think that they lose their experience. Which is not cool. Not a fan of that. But I'm not 100% positive. Oh, but the Tinkerer, he is also improved. I missed that. He can learn recipes, craft and enhance camping gear at the camp workshop, which he could from the get-go. But now he can learn blueprints, create and improve apprentice camping gear. And his crit hit percent went from 2 to 4, so it doubled, which is really good. Well, let's go ahead and move on from there. And now we have enough influence to go back to the Abbey and tell these guys to take a hike. Get out of town. Okay, so we've used up some of our influence. Told the guy here. I guess it would have been difficult for them to poison our fields without leaving the Abbey. Besides, other regions have been affected too. You're making a good point here. That's literally just what the Abbot said. Very well, we'll let them be. Half our due will go to the Abbot as an apology. I hope it will be enough to stop him from reporting us to the Inquisition. Grabbed some crowns, so now we're going to talk to this guy. I was worried you were going to side with the vintners. Thank you for sparing the sick.
I do not know what they promised you, but here is what I hope is fair compensation.
Oh, hey, I still get 200 gold and get the main quest deal. He just fronted that to us. Nice, okay, so I didn't have to do anything extra. I thought I was going to. Oh, maybe I get... Oh, we can steal all this alcohol. See? Alcohol will increase the troops' happiness by 1 when you give it to them to eat at the end. It also counts as food, so yes, you can indeed, for a rest, give them nothing but alcohol, and they will be fully satisfied as far as hunger is concerned. Pretty humorous, but if you do that, you probably also will have adverse effects. People will probably get bad status effects, like such as drunkard. We thought our end had come. Thank you for saving us, mercenaries. We will make offerings to the All-Seeing Eye in your honor as soon as we are back on our feet. You're literally on your feet now, so I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's get out of here. We can go back to town and turn in our quest and get paid, which I think is probably worthwhile. What this green bar here is, if I didn't tell you, I think I did, but it's because we got that knowledge point that let us sprint. We can only sprint for a certain amount of time before we get all sleepy. I think we have more knowledge points. I think we have 4 knowledge points. We have a lot of knowledge points. So what we may need to do is we may need to learn some recipes. Don't particularly care about saddlebags. You can use the campfire. We already have a campfire. Maybe another campfire? Generates an extra 1. So if we use this campfire, we get extra bonuses. That's confusing. We already do a workshop. I'm confused. We already have a workshop. We already have a tent. Is it like the second level? Is it like an improvement? This is new. This wasn't in early access. This has got to be it. This has got to be an improvement. This has got to be extra bonus stuff to them. So we can get more happiness. We can get more parts if we dismantle low-value weapons, armor, and accessories. We can get some resources out of it. The tent would be really nice because you generate an extra 1 during each rest if at least 1 companion is assigned. Oh, it's just 1. It's not an extra 1 per companion. Hmm. And bonus, and you get two maximum valor points instead of one. That may be worthwhile still because those valor points are really good. Cooking pot is nice. It increases, it reduces the food consumption by an additional 2, and they have a 15% chance to be delicious. Don't know what that means. It's got to be good though, right? But I think that we need to pick up a food recipe here. Hemp tea requires 2 hemp and a milk. Is that it? Is that milk? Gives 6 food and it increases the troops' happiness by 1. That's awesome. I haven't seen a ton of hemp though, and I've been using that for rope. So I'm thinking that wolf sausage might be the route to go. Wolves are kind of everywhere. Grilled pork is also a good option because pork is kind of everywhere. So I think I spend 1 to get wolves because wolves are very common. And then I get a couple of these. So we can get bonus movement speed in the world. Run around in the world. We can get rationing, which is nice. The troop as a whole eats 3 less food, which is cool. We just paid to companions, reduced by 10%, which is good. But I'm only paying out at 75 right now, so that only reduces it by 7. Repair materials and village blacksmiths restore an additional 5 armor points, which that is pretty good. That's important. Increased carrying capacity, recruitment cost, maximum valor points, objective markers, cannibalism. See, this is where you can devour human corpses. Haven't done it, but hey, one could. I think the moving faster is important, and I think the tool restoration, the repair materials, is going to be the way to go. So we are out of knowledge points now. Some extra comfrey. I did inspect this on the way over. Hey, check that out. Some candied fruit. A lot of extra happiness. And some wine. Nice. So these are some traveling merchants here. We can attack them and just take stuff, but then we get our suspicion meter up relatively high. We can get some wheat. Mountain willow. Interesting. Chemical residue. Some powders, some lockpicks. Raw materials. I do like having a bunch of raw materials. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of those and then see what we can sell you. I don't know that we want to sell anything. Let's go ahead and sell this. I know that in the Tinkerer's workshop thing on the upgraded version at least, we can get materials back and resources. Oh, we could get iron back, and iron is very hard to come by. You have to find it in the world or find it in mines, and once it's gone, it's gone. We do need someone to be a blacksmith, but there's only so many people. We could get another person, too, which might not be a bad idea. Get another frontliner or another ranger. I love rangers, but we might need another frontliner. We might need another frontliner ranger combo. That might be the best bet. Raw materials. They're always in need. So let's grab a bunch of those and get out of here. Let's go into the market, see what's going on in here. We've got a couple of people out here selling just various interesting things. This crook has been screaming inside off for days, and this close to making him eat his cart. Oh, she's referring to this guy here. we can get a barber kit. I don't know why we would want that. I mean, theoretically, our guys want it, but it doesn't actually do anything for us. Oh, we can buy some iron from her. I think that's worthwhile because it's hard to find iron. And hemp tea, if we can keep buying hemp, it might be worthwhile to buy. These, actually right clicked. These are like trading materials that we can trade to other cities. So we could be traveling traders. Take a look at the great scholar Quickwit's latest invention, the hair growth lotion. The hair growth lotion, invented by Mr. Quickwit, a great scholar. It's supposed to help your companion's hair grow back completely within one rest. It probably does, actually. It probably, like, gives him, like, a haircut. Like, we can do a haircut thing. That's actually pretty cool. I don't really care about how my companions look, though, so, yeah. Definitely want a lot of salt, because that's how we make, wolf sausages. Wolfy sausages. And, no wolves here. We have a lot of food. We have enough for 7 days. So, we are very good right now. So we don't need any food. So let's hop into the tavern. Turn in our quest. Get them dollar bills, y'all. We've got an easy quest here. And we've got another one coming up in an hour. Don't want to do the rat infestation. Rats suck, man. Spearmen are great, but not for the way that I want to play this round. I like archers, but not for the way that I want to play this round. So nobody in the tavern that I want to hire. Let's go into the clinic, and we can talk to this guy. I'll never convince Joran to sell up. My offer for his dump is more than generous. Why won't he settle? It's been 2 weeks since his uncle's disappear, and his nephew and apprentice are still waiting for his return. How can we make him understand that the old apothecary has gone into the light? Chill, dude. Like, his uncle is theoretically dead. Like, just relax here, bucko. If you're here to sell me up, tell me to sell up, my answer is no. My uncle will be back soon. He went to study the disease affecting the vineyards for broker Ald Marheim. This letter proves it. He asked me to join him there. If you're looking for work, I could do with an escort. Vertreuse is rife with bandits and wild animals. So we could do a variety of things. First off, let's look at his wares. We can buy some files. We could buy a flawed remedy. Who knows if it'll work or not. It's a fish oil. Recipe for fortifying oil. A recipe for protection oil. I don't care really about any of those things. Let's ask him about these strange tubers. A strange tuber? No, it doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid. My uncle would probably know, but I'm just an apprentice. Are you sure you found this in Vertreuse? If you get more, I'd be willing to buy them off you. Who knows what I can make of them? Probably nothing good there, bucko. We're going to go ahead and we are going to accept his proposal to escort him to wherever his uncle is, because that is part of the main quest. We can now make alchemists as well, which is pretty sweet. However, that is all that she wrote for today. We are coming up on time, so we're calling it quits for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on this little trip that we've been on, and I hope that everyone stays beardy out there.